All right. So, good morning. Duna, say hi.
Hi.
That was the most gay hi ever.
Hey.
Um, okay,
How's it going,
so
guys?
um, this week and maybe from now on, if Duna wants, I know he wanted. Um, I'll try to be available for the London stream on Monday from now on because that's my
Ooh.
day off anyway. So might as well put it together, and I'll go to the gym later at night or something like that. So I'm basically going through. I am basically going to go through a Bitcoin analysis because I haven't done that in a while. I think the last time I posted the Bitcoin chart was like, I don't know, six or 5 days ago. Um, when I just highlighted the CME gaps, like short
Mm.
here, long there. And but now we have some interesting development because we just filled the gap, and I don't see a lot of reasons to go up from here. I think we need a little bit more of a retracement. So
Hmm.
I'm gonna need I'm gonna need just a little bit of time just to update my chart.
Go
Actually,
for it.
actually, I might just fucking delete everything. What
That
do I have
5-day
here?
reset.
Oh, I have my bet here with Igor still. He won on Bitcoin, but I won on NASDAQ and gold. Did I tell you about that?
Oh, I remember. Yeah. Are
We
you? I
we
can't see
basically
on the stream.
you
I
can't.
can't
Give me a
see
second. Give me a second.
TV. Yeah. I do remember you were placing bets. Yeah. Was it? I remember the one in the NQ as well.
Is it
I
now?
think
Is it on
I can
now?
see it now. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
We basically just did like at the moment. I put a horizontal ray on the chart.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it was like, who's gonna get who's gonna get the the winning side. Uh, but it was
Right.
just for Monday. It was just for Monday. So if it was below the line or above the line, and that was it. Nothing else. Give me a second. Um,
And that line turned into support.
yeah, it did. Yeah. Give me a second because I think there's something wrong on the stream. This is not the area that I'm looking for. Uh, oh, all right. I see it. I have to add. I have to add a screen capture here. Second monitor screen. Because on
God,
the YouTube
so
stream it's not.
unprofessional.
It should be fixed now. Should.
No, no, that's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
thanks, Bruno. Let me check.
Here's. I'll give it a little refresh.
It should probably take like 30 seconds or so to update on YouTube. I'm gonna check on my phone as well. But we should, in about 30
Yeah,
seconds,
it's working now.
we
Yeah,
should. It
it's
is?
back.
Alright. Do you have
Yeah.
music as well?
I think so. I just heard my own voice. It was hard to make it out. Bruno, is there music on YouTube too?
I increased it just a tiny bit. No. Anyway, the music is not as important.
Yeah, as long as they can hear what we're saying.
What I was saying is, to compare to, on Binance, to compare it to CME, what you can do is, not on this timing. We have to use the 1 hour. So we had a gap from Friday 10, which is over there. So that candle closed here. And then Monday was, no, sorry, Sunday was here. So we had this gap. Okay, this between lines. And on Binance, we also filled that gap, as you can see, right when Sydney opened. I don't think we have a gap this weekend. It was here, so never mind. We just filled it right now. Or was it this one? Sorry. Was this one? It was this one. Never mind. So the interesting thing is that this high, which is the 25th high, let's check it over here. This high is higher here on Binance, but on CME you have the exact liquidation of it. So this high, in comparison, this is why having the CME is important, because people might think that we have to come back up, and probably we don't, because the CME did take that high, so we don't need to come back to this 99, sorry, 9 look at the number, $98,999. Okay, we don't have to come back there.
So the CME did take it, right?
Yeah, the CME did take it, so we don't really need to come back up. This is very probably a very nice high to hold for a longer swing short. So that said, even though we might range after we take this low, for example, actually we're creating equal lows. Funny. Are we doing that on Binance as well? Yeah, we are. Okay, so we're basically stacking up liquidity here. Do we have any view apps? Loading. It's already done. Wow, Asia was easy, huh? Asia was really easy. just short the view app. Everything will be fine. Like it's a lot of vectors to recover, but I don't know. I don't think we have to.
Well, it's a nice, yeah. It's nice and immediate, like tap of that vector gap and then push down and change structure, right?
I was gonna say that it's a nice naked point of control here as well. But I can't. It's hard to imagine it. Let me see the range of this. Okay, it's hard to imagine price being able to completely push and going all above this range and this point of control once again. So, you know, short the farm, I guess. because in terms of statistical probability, it's a bit hard to get any better probabilities than this. Like stacked liquidity down here, even these lows are not that great, right? You have all of this range as resistance with a high that should be really good. Because let me just check once again. Actually, let me put them side by side. Yes, so this section over here, sorry, this section, like this high and this high is what we have on CME. What we don't have is the second attempt. You see, this is where on the CME we have nothing left. Because this high over here is basically this high. So it just looks like a retrace, because again, what is happening is that this high, which is the fake high on Binance, and on CME it's this one, this high is basically holding, right? So all of this range should hold as a strong resistance. I don't really see, I don't know, I would be incredibly surprised to see it pushing back up to make a new all-time high. That would be fucking
Do you
bonkers.
mind taking an anchored view up from the first high?
Sure, good idea. Let me just minimize this. From which one?
From
the
apex, from the highest high, I guess the all-time high.
Oh, the all-time high.
Yeah. Be a nice little. Is that the right view up?
No. This is the close, and this is what I usually do if I'm using a high. I use the source as the high. And that puts the anchored view up right at the fucking range value area low.
Yeah.
And if I put it here,
nice little bit of confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like these.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So target, it might take a while, but the target is pretty fucking obvious, to be honest.
Yeah.
Which is the gap.
The gap.
There's only one. You know, there's only one. TP1 would be taking this low. If you guys would like to take some profit out, guarantee some
maybe
money.
the FEG as well, then. The FEG above the gap would be worth caring about. I don't know. Probably just induce around there for a while, right?
Yeah.
Should probably just move sideways. Yeah.
I don't think I would want to use the FEG too much, because like you go on a 1 hour and you see all of this liquidity, you know.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying that this low might have a nice reaction, because it's the first one, and it's a major pivot. Like these are a lot of tiny pivots stacked together.
Yeah.
But this one is not. This is a major one. That is like a 4 hour daily, maybe daily. Let me check. Yeah, that's a daily. All of this is just liquidity. When it really wants to get this, it'll get all of it probably. And Jesus, that looks kind of bearish. If it goes there, that's pretty bad. It makes me just wonder, like, if it goes there, it'll go for the gap. There's like nothing else. Why would it stop? You know?
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
But when it starts getting here, now we have some blocks and ranges. For example, this block. This block.
Be a welcome retracement.
Yeah, this block is definitely my favorite. Took liquidity before it. This is a daily time frame. Keep in mind. So this would be my favorite area, which is the range POC, right? I guess. Yeah, I guess that would be the favorite.
Take a while.
Oh yeah, 1-2 months. Because another important thing to keep in mind is that I don't want to take this for granted. Because December is usually a very nice month for Bitcoin. It usually does push up. It's
Santa
usually
rallies.
not. Yeah, it's usually not the other way around. When it usually starts ranging and messing about is around Christmas time, like 2-3 days before Christmas, because a lot of markets close as well. And it's just normal for price to lose steam, I guess.
Yeah, I remember the PA like 2 years ago. Or was it last year? I was just like just sitting down like by the fire because I went home and I was just watching the Bitcoin price action, and it was
like not moving.
It was a bit crazy. Yeah, but it was. I mean, there was very large just spikes within range. Like it was just a very large range that it was playing with.
Okay, yeah. So I guess that is it. Like, let me just make 2 or 3 screens for posting, and while I do my post, you can start with NQ. So let me just.
Oh sure. How will we do this on YouTube?
I'll put AnyDesk. Actually, speaking of that, let me just did you send me a DM with it?
I did, yeah.
Okay, give me a second.
I'll have to open AnyDesk once.
Is it open already?
No, I closed it. It's like it should be the same code though.
Yeah, I don't think it usually changes now. Tell me when you're up. So
yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, this is a block. Let me just download this, and now daily. Because usually when I'm doing my streams, people have to wait because I have to write it in a moment or I'll forget.
Right.
So in this case,
no, that's okay. It works. It works. We can pass the torch a bit.
Exactly. In this case, people don't have to wait.
Excellent.
And so, all right. I didn't check. Let me just check the levels from here. Wow. Like there's nothing. I mean, this is taken. This is taken. Pretty little fucking tap over there. Beautiful. This is taken. The lower, the closer view up that we have is this weekly view up at 88. And then we have a daily here and a bunch of dailies down there. Like there's nothing. All of this has basically nothing to bounce off of except what it has already bounced off of, which is this naked point of control. So like it's done. There's nothing. Like it if it goes up from here, it will have to fight with this this resistance.
Yeah. And it's just freshly broken like into an area that just doesn't seem like it has many catalysts for that kind of bounce right now.
Yeah. Okay, so let me
it's lining up well.
Download this, and let me just go to CME. Yeah, CME also has nothing. Download, and now let me just get that gap view. Oh, by the way, I forgot about this. Let me just check, just for fun. How is this TR pocket? fucking incredible.
Was it the 161 or 16? Sorry, 1.68.
Yeah, it's just, you know, classical TR
Extension.
pocket move. Yeah, so the now it would be about coming back to range. Yeah, the gap makes total sense.
Nice.
What do I have?
I stopped using fibs, man. I don't know what it is. I use them sometimes for like extensions if I'm scalping.
I don't use it anymore except for my opening strategy. That's it.
And fun confluence. You're like, look at that.
yeah, basically. I think my levels are wrong. Sometimes this happens. I don't know if it's my problem. Have you noticed that sometimes the levels that you mark out on BADJ end up being kind of screwed when you revisit the chart?
I never change from BADJ, so
me neither.
I guess no.
That's why I'm surprised.
No, I haven't had that. No.
Maybe it's just something that I'm doing wrong. Because, for example, you see the things that I'm like aligning again?
Yeah, they're all off by the same amount, kinda.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Odd.
Weird. And I had, I think this guy was here. Yeah, yeah, here. Okay. It's so weird. Whatever.
It's happened before when contract has changed. Actually, now that I think about it, it used to happen. So there was very briefly a time where the NQ contracts were being moved, and it happened there because all price was slightly different, and all of my levels got messed up. But it only ever happened to me once.
Okay.
Maybe they changed the Bitcoin contracts more frequently. I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, let me log into your screen. Give me a second. Connection being established. Please hold. Waiting for the remote yeah.
Oh, it's like feedback.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it off soon. Jesus. Wow. That was not stressful. Fuck me. That was not stressful at all. It's fixed. It's fixed.
Mute any desk.
It's fixed. It's fixed. No, you don't have to. Can you hear me? It will not happen again.
I can't hear you now. Still. Bit off.
Hello? Hello?
Oh.
Hello?
It's because I have the stream open as well. Oh, it is. No, but this is muted. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Got it?
Is it fixed? All right. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
that was
it's fixed.
That was a bit terrible for anybody watching. Yeah. I apologize.
I think it was because AnyDesk is usually... It was
my loop.
I'm not sure. AnyDesk is usually by default it has audio transmission on. Yeah.
Now, so, next time we'll disable that on the start.
No,
but yeah, I muted AnyDesk, so yeah.
That will not happen anyway. Okay, so give me a sec.
All right.
Let me just put your screen on the stream screen and
look at that. Hope it doesn't lag too much.
Give it a sec.
It disappeared. You might have to change the focus to... Yeah, there we go.
Wait.
Oh.
It is struggling.
Again.
I don't know if it's
my struggling, problem. Isn't it?
Do Do you have nitro?
I will. I do have nitro.
Oh, okay. Stream on Discord then. Give me a sec. I thought you didn't.
Yeah. No, I do. I'm paying for it now just because it's much easier.
Yeah. Okay. Close AnyDesk on your side, please.
We can't see AnyDesk.
Because mine is basically crashing already.
Yeah, I did not like that.
Did not like that at all. But it's chill.
At least we know that that's not
do it on Discord and I'll share Discord.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna stop mine.
Transitioning.
Tell me when you're on. You are. Okay.
I'm on.
Give me a second. Pop out.
Apologies for the no music.
I have music on for YouTube.
Okay, great. As long as they can still hear, that's all cool. Good to go?
Not yet. Give it a second. You are now. Be my guest.
Great. All right. Well, while Alpha's doing his thing, let's take a quick look at the NQ.
I'm gonna chill and shut the fuck up for a bit because I have to.
No, dude. Yeah.
Monotask.
Cool. Yeah, I need to. So when was the last time I made a video? It would have been before Thanksgiving, right? So let's look at it. Let's look a bit at what happened at Thanksgiving. Well, I remember talking about us, we had this area here, it was a bit precarious. I remember making a video around UK, and that I said that we had some levels below us that we could react off, but I was not very confident in them. We had a block or so here, but I thought that once we started breaking down, we would just knife down into the greater pull that we had below us, and yeah, that's what happened. It was a crazy big short.
I remember. I can eat the pancakes now.
Yes.
Because you're
eat the pancakes, my child. Yeah. Excellent. So yeah, we had a big push down. We broke structure, but came immediately into like this greater pull. Didn't come near this lower order block, but we mitigated this huge green vector that we had created before this this break of structure. After that happened, I kind of and the reaction we got from it, I'm kind of liking this greater break of structure upward now. I feel like to me it's been nicely tested, and we've had a rather strong reaction off it. To me though, I feel like we're still nested within this kind of bearish pull, right? Which was triggered by this this large sell-off from a nice 24-minute OB up here, which I was happy about that tap. It was a really nice tap. Also lined up with structural points back here. So we're still kind of in this bearish kind of nested range, right? And then Asia from here, I remember just kept pushing up. I didn't do well around here. This is not my kind of environment. I didn't do well around here.
Don't tell anyone.
Hey, it's okay. Sometimes we have off days. But they had this really tight range, kind of pushing up.
Bro, I'm joking. Like I started the stream saying that I'm resetting the account, so fuck it.
That's fair. But yeah, I don't do the best with this kind of environment.
No, technically I didn't because it was muted.
I don't think you did, but now they know. But you know, that's all right. So we had this just liquidity being built, and then this was Thanksgiving. Asia pushed down and took liquidity, but it kind of front ran the areas I was really interested in. There was this gap up that it came into, which was like Sydney's area. Sydney was built on equal lows, and we had a nice block below, which I was convinced that they would tap the equal lows, because the last kind of mitigation area that I liked was this 1 hour. This was also an SMT on ES, so this was an interesting little one.
That's one of the good ones.
Yeah, yeah, and it showed up like it was a large enough SMT. Like if we go to geez, where was it? Oh my gosh. 20th November. That's 5. So
before I think I see it.
it was here. It was around here. But if we zoom in,
Yep.
the low that was being taken here was an SMT here. And I was just really expecting them to come down, but they just front ran it. I thought that there was a chance they could bounce from the point of control. It was a really nice high volume node here. I think we were on stream while this happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I couldn't trade, yeah, because the goddamn firm had locked me out because I didn't close.
My funded futures were onto you.
I know, man. It was rough. But they came right up into this pull, like right up into the start of the change of character, and then they left equal highs here. So that's kind of what we have at the moment. I see this as nice liquidity taken, and I've seen them do this enough where they take
one but leave something else, right?
Right, and it's after they push it out and they make a load of space here, and then they violently bring it back up. And it's such a wide kind of, so much time has passed here that they can induce this for a little bit. Like they definitely can. For now, I think I'm going to consider this a lot of good liquidity taken.
Are those highs
a bearish pull, which I can mark kind of.
Are those highs the same on ES?
Like this one? Well, that's a good question. No, definitely not.
Fuck!
No, yes, took the high. That's insane.
That's a huge difference. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's massive. So what's this? That's this here to here. Big old SMT showing up in the 4 hour. And if we come back, I believe the correlated high here is all the way back here. So very big difference between them. Yeah,
fuck
very
that.
big difference. Yeah. I mean, if anything,
I think might as well just disregard it. You know.
Yeah.
You know, if you think about it, pull up the other chart, NQ. Doesn't that real high relationship look just like Bitcoin?
From like this liquidity liquidity curve going down. Yeah, you're right. Actually, it does. That's in the 12 hour. Was the daily charts you were looking at in Bitcoin?
I think it was the 4 hour that I was looking at.
This one?
But
I can bring up Bitcoin.
Yeah. But that's the interesting thing. I'm pointing that out because
yeah, you're right.
I've noticed these past 2 weeks. I've noticed that NQ and Bitcoin have been going hand to hand. Like the trades that were nice to me, they were nice both on Bitcoin and NQ. Like when I got them right, they were both going really right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Bitcoin's a tech stock.
I
don't want to get crucified.
No, I know what you mean, but they don't always correlate.
No, you're right. You're right.
But lately they've been pretty tied together.
Yeah, no, it seems it. Anyway, coming down to the kind of midterm. So this I'm willing to label this also an internal change of character. I still want this to be proven to me, and because the imbalances that are created here, and I don't like a lot of the mitigation that we've done around here. It seems a bit odd. Like these lows here are on the actual NQ are dead flat. I was watching them during work today, and this doesn't spark a lot of confidence for me to be taking immediate longs here.
Yeah.
These equal highs definitely target. Like we have anchored VWAP from the high as well here, but generally, I will use these as bearish, bearish reference.
Do me a favor. Those bigger pull downs that we had. What time frame were you on? Okay, the bigger pull downs that we have that actually have gaps. For example,
like here, like the big
that
push.
one, before that, and
This
like
one?
basically all the bigger pull downs that you have. On what day of the week did they happen?
So that's Wednesday.
Wednesday,
That's
Tuesday,
Monday.
Yeah. Monday
for
push
me,
high, but yeah.
Yeah, I can change to London just to make this a bit more easy for you. Wednesday London, Monday London, Thursday, Wednesday, and this was a Friday. But the start of this push was basically a midweek reversal at Wednesday, like up here, right? Like this was this big one.
That's what I was noticing
Wednesday.
because they all seem, with the exception of that Monday, which was basically like a Sydney false move, I guess. Like pushing up and then, oh, we had a gap. We forgot about the gap. It really seems the next.
Oh, this one? Oh yeah, this.
That area
this
seems
was
like
ridiculous.
Seems like, hey, we're going up, right? Yeah, we're going up. Oh wait, guys, we have a gap. We forgot
there was
about
a nice
the gap.
long to be taken off here though, just because of the structure they had made. Like this was, you know, like with these kind of gaps, especially with this mitigation, it's like they're either coming for it now, or else they're gonna, you know, they're gonna hit a really bigger catalyst. And the way they played this Asian range, I was like, when you have gaps like this, they're really black and white, it feels, and they really accumulated around here. I had a nice long from here because we had such glaring areas up here, like this 12-hour red vector and that OB, and there was a past daily VWAP here that I removed. Like it was a lovely hit. The reaction though, I did not expect it to be that violent, but it makes sense, you know. It makes sense.
It makes sense.
You can see the gap then turned into,
yeah, it makes sense to recover the gap, bounce off a VWAP, take some liquidity as a consequence of the move, and then, you know, go back
push
up.
down, take liquidity, and a nice just a bounce here straight into the gap. The gap you could see, you know, axis.
Almost
nice.
all great trades on NQ and ES as a consequence. Almost all great trades are basically after the liquidity grabs.
Oh yeah, big time. That's why I like it so much. It's very clear when it does do things like that. This, you know, this big red vector, I kind of thought that we could push up kind of around here and keep whatever bullish pull we had going, but obviously that didn't happen. Like we just had this crazy bearish push, and I was watching this during Sydney actually, and the way it just didn't leave any liquidity on the way down, like or didn't take any. It was just this really smooth push down, and it felt a bit odd to me. And then UK literally took 1 pip of liquidity. Like, yeah, it's like barely even visible here, and that's what just led to the huge push. And this was news. I didn't take the short because it was news, and I was like, oh, this was news. Sorry, the big short here. This was news, and they just kept having these like descending highs, and I was like, there's no way, like an internal news wick. This was the news wick. I just didn't think it would leave it before moving, and I was watching this and I was like, god damn it.
That was the same thing on the dollar yen on that. By the way, do you remember me talking to you saying that, you know, I might just recover this top step account because of this trade, blah blah blah.
Right.
I was up like more than $400 on it, basically back at 50k, and I was like, this is going well. I'm just gonna, you know, fucking chill and leave it. I forgot to put it at break even because I was driving. I was working, and then like very quickly, just open up a second. Oh, you have a tab. Go to the dollar yen, flip it, and go to 15 minutes. Yeah, so yeah, you were right. Okay. So
sorry, other one? USD JPY or JPY USD?
I'm thinking. I have to open it on mine. Give me a second.
Normally USD JPY is the normal one. Is it a short?
That's the thing. I'm never 100% sure, because what I use is the CME, and the CME is wait. Let me
CME
just,
would be USD JPY.
I'm just checking. Yeah, this is not inverted. So go to give me a second. Let me just compare to the charts. Go to the 15.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's that one. Okay, it's that one. Wait.
Okay.
Fuck. This is complicated. Wait. How zoomed in are you? Oh, you were super zoomed out. Go so that you see only from the 28th. Reset scale.
Oh, down here?
Maybe. Okay, something like that. So no, it's the other one.
Okay.
You were right. Okay. So, you remember me talking about that big fucking push out of nowhere where you have the cursor? Where you have the cursor?
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, I was on a short from...
I remember, from here?
Yeah. And it was going really fucking well. It was like $400 up. And while I was driving, it flipped. And took the previous high.
Yeah.
I lost the account there.
God damn it, bro.
I didn't,
like, yeah,
I
like
didn't put it at break even. I was really fucking...
No.
I was really chill. We
Bro.
had all of that inefficiency below.
Don't trade and work. Don't trade and work. It never works out.
I know. Worse, people say don't text and drive. Guys, don't trade.
Don't trade and drive. Don't. Yeah. Damn, man. That's unfortunate. I remember
because
looking at,
because as you can imagine, like I was $400 when it was doing that low, that lower low.
Yeah.
When I was doing $400 there, and it stopped at like the middle of the FEG.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's kind of an odd, like.
Yeah, I mean, bro.
And I mean, then, I wouldn't. Yeah, like.
And then
like,
it just fucking flipped. And
yeah,
then it
that's
just
really
fucking flipped. So yeah, I didn't have it at break even, so fucking lost it. Because as you can imagine, doing
it's a dirty little
yeah,
reversal.
as you can imagine, doing 300 there, and my entry was late. So when it went back up, I lost like 1,700 or so.
Oh damn! Oh man.
Yeah, because it was like 3 times the movement that I had.
Sorry to hear. Sorry to hear, bro.
It's okay. It's okay.
Right,
I'll just do it again.
That's alright. You can do it again. No problem, bro.
I know.
Okay, so I do want to try and understand what the hell is going on with the NQ. So we have this internal change of character, which just to me led to this external liquidity grab, and I am going to count this as mitigation for now, but the pull we've come into is rather strong, like in my opinion. We're building a curve here, kind of this inverted curve as well, on those lower highs. But like the thing is, the pull that we've come into with this low, it is a really, to me, it's a rather strong pull at the moment. It's taken off a very nice bounce off the a very large anchored VWAP as well. Very large anchored VWAP taken from the August, the 5th of August, all the way back here. So we're definitely in an area of like, like we're being carried by a rather strong uptrend, but it doesn't mean that they can't dance around inside here for a while. Whether I feel like they could just come back into the imbalance. The thing is, what Asia did was just set up a lot of seemingly set up a lot of inducement into a block and anchored VWAP and naked point of control, the source of the change of character, that I would like to see short kind of materialize here. But it does depend. I just don't like this mitigation that we've done around these lows. Like I'm not super sold on it. Below us we have a nice 2-hour block, which led to this internal change. If price did come into here and I saw a quick buy up and build some nice internal bullish structure in this imbalance, I would like to think that, you know, we could base out here and maybe start ranging. I don't know, but I would like to take a little long if we came into this. Past 80 VWAP below us as well. That is taking, you know, that is taking into account that this liquidity grab above this inducement area is what they need to push back up into this zone. Right now, price is just squeezing, and it's squeezing like onto this local support. But the thing about taking a short from right here is I don't necessarily think that the mitigation that we've done internally here is also a great area to short immediately from, right? So I'd like to see some kind of internal mitigation of this range, and then start to make some bearish structure into demand. Like I would really like to see something like that. It feels like because we're above this huge volume gap that, you know, it could be a US move. I don't necessarily know. If we go into what's happened for UK, you can see that it's a bunch of nothing, like normal. What they have done is technically, no, they haven't even taken. I like to look at these moves here. This is Tokyo Close. Tokyo Close taking external liquidity into like a nice pull can set a precedent for the UK move leading into US, right? If anything, it seems like the bearish narrative has kind of taken over at the moment, but I'm just kind of unsure about what pull to be playing at the moment. I'd like to see some really clear liquidity grabs into this greater structure to take a short, and if not, I might just wait for a long to come into the imbalances and these stacked VWAPs that are below us. But I can't trade anyway, so it doesn't matter. Money flow is really interesting. It's a bit damning.
I think we should talk about that, by the way, on stream, because it might help other people that are maybe going through some fucking shit like that.
Okay. So just money flow in general?
No, my funded futures.
Which? Oh, my funded futures. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, we will talk about that. I'll briefly touch on money flow and what I think is logical follow through from what could happen and what we've been given, and then we can talk about my funded futures. The thing about money here is, so I've made a little idea with money flow. Is there's interest points of nested money flow that I like to look at. We've come into this bearish pull. Right, we've taken liquidity into it, and we're getting this kind of reaction, right? Money flow from this zone down here, all the way up into this high being taken, is heavily diverging with active divs. The sources of all these divs are down here. Like it's very stark. And then if we kind of zoom up, we can see that no, not in that one. I was looking at this. If we go to the hourly, money flow from this pocket that we took liquidity into, this zone here. Now it's a very, very equal high here, but money flow didn't increase, right? It didn't increase. I'd like to see a hidden money flow div here and then a retracement to kind of feel like we're going to come back up here quick. But these divs to me seem pretty damning for a retracement to manifest. And all that means to me is that they're not going to break this high necessarily very quickly. If I want to take a short, I want to see internal plays manifest for price to come back in to then take the long, right? So for me, I mean, money flow just backs up the fact that we could get a nice retracement into this zone here. The way it's set up as well down here, we could easily div. We could easily get absorption, like, into this zone. Like, but it all depends on what US wants to do, obviously. And then zooming out, I mean, you know, this is the start of our internal pull here. Breaking this low and not getting immediately bought up, I would be raising some eyebrows. I don't know if this block down here, if this inducement is going to do much after price revisits it, and depends to me how quickly we revisit it. If we start ranging around here, maybe there's a chance that a quick tap into this could bring us up, right? But yeah, like it's this pull is this structure is nested in my eyes, and you know, we are just trapped. We're trapped between this bearish pull, which is still in play, and this internal change of character. So I guess liquidity-wise, the logical target would be these equal highs. You know, they can still come up into it and still be like shadowed by this larger this larger wick. But what we do until then, you know, I don't know. I do like the idea of taking a long to take those highs. If they do just start breaking down, and this whole zone here is part of this greater bearish pull, and that takes over, I would be careful about taking longs after we take this low. I would like to see such a violent buy up here. Like, and it would have to be really strong for me to consider that, you know, this wouldn't be a change of character, right? Now, US can do some crazy stuff, like it can just poof down and then get bought up. But at that stage, like, it seems to me that maybe I would be looking at the chart a bit differently, because I could be seeing some bearish pulls taking over. So they can leave these. They are able to leave this kind of equal high, spaced out equal high for a long time. We've seen them do it before. Like, we've seen them come up, stack equal highs before making huge expansive moves down. Like, they can do it. Just because they're there obviously doesn't mean they need comfort. Like, you remember this? Now, this was a bit different. This was a very, very, very strong push down. But the idea is the same. You know, we're still trapped within the greater bearish pull.
But that one, for example, did that strong pull down?
Yeah.
Especially by the looks of it, it did break structure, but it bounced off an order block, and I would bet that was an RTH gap being recovered. Which was what I was going to ask you, if if the block that you're thinking about, if the block that you're thinking about, if we have any RTH confluence there.
That's true. I normally look at the RTHs towards the end, so I will definitely add that. But I'll take a look at that. It's just the pulls themselves. The pulls themselves, like, I like to see things like this. So this is the change of character, the initial change of character, and we have this one here, which was the break of structure with these descending highs with stack liquidity here, and then if we zoom in, this break of structure downwards, the initial change of character, also has the same kind of thing happening here. I like to look at that for pulls, and the thing about these lows is that liquidity has been taken, and breaking this, you know, unless it was a monstrous buy up, like, I feel like we would have to pull down until the next bullish pull, which would be this already mitigated imbalance, like this vector. And then at that, you're kind of relying on like weekly pulls to like keep the thing going, right? So I would, in the same way that I wanted to see support come in early at the beginning of this whole range in order to keep it going up, I would like to see a continuation of that. I'd like to see demand come in early, rather than late. But yeah. Right. Let's look at RTH gaps. Nada.
It's recovered.
Nada. It was immediately recovered. It was like wicked into.
Pretty darn bullish.
Yeah.
View up. Any view up?
VWAP. So the regular VWAP's the different. We have VWAP. We have a past daily VWAP down there. We have an anchored VWAP, but we're bouncing off the current daily kind of VWAPs at the moment, right? We're trapped in them. So you know, I guess there's a chance if we base out around here that we could break those highs.
Dude, New York is going to be interesting today.
Yeah.
For sure.
I hate what they did here, but you know, like they are able to just slowly change character. You know,
in
this internal.
I'm thinking
push.
like in the middle of that fucking huge FVG move up that we have, right there where you stop the cursor, and so yeah, around there, because we have we have a lot of previous highs that stop there. If you notice, like, stop your cursor right now. Oh, damn it.
Sorry.
Go down to the high that we that pivot in where you have the cursor. Move it down a little bit more. Okay. Stop. Don't move the line. Check it out. Since the start of your screen, where you are, you have a high there. Like to the left of your screen. That's, well, it didn't exactly touch it, but that line, if you notice, has so many highs, lows, testing that area. What is that? 20,900, around that. Yeah, you have a bunch of areas there. And that's kind of the middle of the FVG, and it's where we have the previous day VWAP, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So if New York
I want to see how that lines up. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. If we go into that area and we do it on a opening range, if I have a confluence in that on my strategy there, oh boy, I'm gonna blow up the account right there.
So the thing is, that area is the top of this 2-hour OB that I marked out.
10 contract long.
There's a 4-hour that's showing up that I like. I don't like the 6. The 4-hour is a bit higher. The 2-hour is the largest one, but they're both nested. They're kind of both contained within each other.
Yeah.
This has its own FEG actually, which is rather nice. Like this here, on the 2-hour shows an FEG. This is how I kind of build them. So that zone is definitely like, you know, we could just mitigate this hourly one that hasn't been revisited, which is also tapping the 4-hour. We have this previous range point of control down here, which I would have taken from here to here, I'm guessing. Yeah. So it's a bit higher, but that zone does line up with all of these, and it's the gap, like that big gap that we created. Like there is a load of confluence around that zone. I would love to see that get a reaction. That would be
sexy. Yeah.
Do we have any cheeky little breakers? I'm guessing we do around that zone. Half an hour. There's a hammered breaker here. Be a breaker here right on the gap. That would be lovely. I hate what they're doing here. I feel like they need to, like, they don't need to do anything, but I feel like in order for things to be nicely balanced, that just a strong wick into that zone would be the higher low that you'd be looking for. And that's this was kind of what I painted earlier, right? Which was maybe mitigation of the internal, make a higher low, and then get like really quickly brought up and have like a higher low built here.
I would be looking into. Yeah. Exactly like.
Be really nice. It would be really nice.
That would be fun. That would
if we did come down.
To be honest, that would be too sexy. They wouldn't.
It would be really nice.
They wouldn't make it that easy for me, no. For us, actually. They wouldn't.
No,
make it that
we have a volume gap lower. This area for a wick into a bit of faster wick is definitely an area, and we have a past daily VWAP down there. So like they could, you know, have. Even if they just front ran this, I mean, we have, 3 hours until US Open. Like, there's a chance we just range around here and build up more liquidity, right? And then, like, a really strong wick into this zone. It could be something a bit more like that, right? We do have zones that we could come into that I like that volume gap as well. And it's at the overlap of those blocks that I was looking at in the different time frames, like the 2 hour and the 4 hour. So yeah, definitely looking out for some demand to come in around that zone. That would be lovely. Now, whether they take those highs instantly or, inducing them, whatever, it could be a bit longer of a trade for me. I would probably end up just scalping it unless we very violently pushed up, right? On other time frames, there is a hidden div here on the 4 hour, coming down to there. There's a hidden div. Money flow started coming up heavily from there, and I wouldn't say that this is cause for concern about an immediate hidden divergence on money flow, because this is really bullish signs. Like money flow from here, we're genuinely above it. There's no possible divergences between this point and this point. Like this is just increasing money flow. Like money is actively coming in. So that's why you'd like to see that. You'd like to see that reinforced by maybe a nice hidden div around here. Get absorption on the lower time frames. The only thing about, like, I like to see liquidity taken into these kind of blocks. We have a block here. I'd be looking for
where you have that in the middle, that green line with the liquidity taken.
Yeah.
Check. It's equal lows with previous ones, right?
It is, like yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So we have huge inducement on this area, which is why I'm like,
Jesus.
I would almost like, it's a lot, man. So these are equal lows, and the thing is, like, this is where I would end up kind of taking like a kind of a UK like logic trade sometimes, is that we have these lows right here now, but if UK can just signal that we don't want them immediately, and they can come up into this bearish pull to bring it down for US, right? Like things like that can happen, but it's really hard to take those kind of trades. Like this is, the hell's going on here? Like that's the MNQ. Sorry, so I'd have to go down to things like this. I hate the NQ sometimes, but that can be all it takes. Right, that's like technically external liquidity taken on the bottom into, we had a change of character here, like whether we like it or not.
Bro, just a heads up, sorry to interrupt. Yeah, I just got a text saying that the internet technician that I have today, I have a scheduled maintenance here today, and it's saying that his arrival is expected to be in 16 minutes. Okay. I don't know if this was a Google Maps prediction or whatever, because it's like 26, not 25. Like whatever.
I can wrap up.
No, I'm just saying
the NQ.
The computer will be on. It's just like if I have to go, I'll let you know. But I might have to step out for a bit.
Let's end it together. We've built a nice case for a long for the NQ. Yeah. Coming into this steeper pull. If we don't come into there immediately, and we come up first, I wouldn't actually mind shorting into the imbalance. I would take profits early. But if we did come up first, I wouldn't mind taking a short into it.
Where you have
if we come down first,
on that high,
even a bit more bullish.
On that high, where you have SMT? No. Previously, where you have the shrimp? Yeah, that SMT. Did that high take the bigger high?
Yes. It's like this. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so it's a good block, I guess.
On ES. Yeah, that's the one thing I actually wanted to take it this morning. As you can see here. But we have huge vector up here. It's 3 minutes, but yeah, this is the SMT. And I was like, oh, I'll get in on that, and then I didn't, because I couldn't. But anyway. Speaking of why I couldn't, so I've been with my fund of futures for a while. And
it's been like 2 months. No, more.
More, yeah, definitely way more at this stage. Yeah, 4 months max, I'd say. But I really enjoyed their whole experience, relatively, with the pricing of the accounts, the functionality of it all. Like I thought they were really, really solid.
I really like the connection, to be honest. Like
yeah, it's all.
In like 4 months we had like what, like one day where it was actually Tradeovate that shut down, I think. I think it
Right,
was
it's
just
been
one
really
day, right?
consistent. Yeah, yeah. And then around
Until it wasn't.
in Thanksgiving, until it wasn't, and the support has just been atrocious. Around Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving closed early, and I had a trade open. I had a short, and you know what? If it was able to be kept open, it would have worked out, but it doesn't matter. I had a short from here. I was short from here, and then it closed here. You can see it jumps from 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. I was in this, man. I was in. It wasn't there. I think the block was there. I was in a short to like take these equal lows, and the short it closed and then it opened, and the short was closed, but I wasn't able to open any trades all through Asia opening. I got onto Trade-O-Vate. I asked them what the problem was. They were like, my fund of futures has stopped trading for everyone. It's halted trading. And they were like, okay, thank you, go deal with them. And I was like, oh my god, okay. So then I got onto my fund of futures, and they were like, even though their mods were present in Discord chat, they were saying, oh, you're just gonna have to wait until Monday, until Asian Open, because support isn't available, even though they were talking to people at the time.
I guess.
And I was like, okay, that's rather annoying. And the message that kept coming up was that trading has been halted. Your order's been rejected because of holiday halt. Holiday halt, like a nice catchy title for why you can't trade. So I waited until Monday, and I work Asia, so I got up and went to work and submitted a ticket, and I still haven't been able to trade. They haven't been able to give me a reason why. I've been on hold for I'd say about 8 hours now, nearly. And also there's about 50 other people in the server having the same problem. And the thing is, like, this kind of interruption to you being able to trade is not mentioned anywhere. I've asked them multiple times, like, can you tell me in the rules where, it says close your trades on holidays because you won't be able to trade for goddamn days if you don't.
Exactly.
And they just don't reply. They're like, please wait, please be patient. We have a large influx of tickets, and it's like, guys, I've paid a load of money to have your accounts. I'm not able to use them for days, never mind hours, but days, and you're still just giving me the same copy pasted response. Like, if I was fully funded with them and this was my only source of income, it's like you're basically just relying on bots to tell you that just wait forever and ever, with no ideas of when somebody's going to get to you or why the issue could have happened. Like, there's no information at all. So I'm not impressed. I'm still not able to trade. It's not impressed at all, like, with the way they dealt with it. How many days have been? It was Thursday close, so I mean technically 3 trading days now at this stage.
Yeah.
Nearly 3 trading days. And I've been on hold, not seen on the chat for hours.
The thing is that
for about 8 hours.
I don't even see any possibility of, like, any kind of refund or whatever,
Oh yeah, no. Like,
they don't mention it.
Nothing. No.
People don't talk about it. People have been complaining about it, but, like, they don't mention any kind of compensation. In 3 days, you can make a lot of money in 3 days.
Yeah, with good, if you're properly trading, definitely.
It's like a lot
but
of money.
But even it's just being ghosted. It's being ghosted by your employer. Like, if you want to boil it down, like, you're just being ghosted, and you've spent a lot of money on this kind of service, and it's just not good enough. Like, it's just not good enough. All right. So yeah, that's it. I would at this.
It's kind of a shame, to be honest. Like,
they're so good.
Everything has been going so smoothly. Until now. It was just until now.
Yeah.
And if it was something like created by the platform, but it's not. It's created by them, because Trade-O-Vate is functioning.
Exactly. Yeah.
without any kind
so
of
aggravating.
problem.
Just watching the market move, and you're like, I can't do anything, and then you go on to Tradeovate, and then they're like, oh, it's your firm that's stopped you from being able to trade. And then just no response from the firm. And like obviously a lot of other people are having this problem. And to me, look at that dirty alpha block that it reacted off. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, it wicked above it. Never mind. I guess it was used as liquidity. I don't normally engulf. I don't take those blocks if they don't engulf. And that's why. But anyway. Yeah, sorry, I was saying. Yeah, like it's just, it makes no sense to me. Like if okay, close my positions automatically, whatever, after give me a penalty for leaving it open, but allow me to trade the next day. Like I, if I was told in the rules that if I left my position open through close, I didn't close it manually, that the position would be closed and and that was it. I couldn't do anything about it. That would be fine as long as I could get up the next day and trade. Like, but not allowing me to trade for days with no response is just, it's just being blanked, and it's just not good enough. Like, it's ridiculous. So that's
give me just a second.
That's the situation.
I am. Will you Sorry, I just had. Okay. Will you make a post on NQ for the?
I will.
The levels, because supposedly I'm gonna have an internet maintenance pretty soon, and
that's okay.
I
don't mind ending.
I'm gonna be offline.
I don't mind ending the stream here.
Yeah.
I don't mind ending the stream here and throwing up the levels on the server.
I'm gonna be offline for probably half an hour, maybe more. I don't know how much time it'll take. But I'll see if I can come back later, because I know that Enigma misses me.
He does. He does. Yeah.
And I have to check gold and other things as well, so I'll probably go online once again.
I'm gonna get
DM
some food anyway.
I'll DM you in case you're online still. What time will you go to bed?
Right. About 3.5 hours, I'd say so.
All right. Yeah. I'll DM you when I'm ready.
Do.
So guys, see you later.
Yeah.
I'll probably be for New York. Duna will be sleeping, but I'll be here for New York as well. And yeah, that's it. I guess see you guys later.
Yeah. It was nice to do a stream together. Hopefully we make it a bit bit regular.
Make it every Monday if you want.
Yeah.
And I'll go to the gym at night.
Sweet.
All right. See you later. Bye.
Catch you later. Bye guys. See you.